missed all 3 times. And then I even was able to put another shell in and shoot at a drake.
I'm not gonna make too much of an intro. Here's the story. I'm late. Things got a little messed up this morning. I forgot my paddles for my kayak and I needed my kayak 100%. So I had to go back. There are birds everywhere in here. So I'm just gonna sit tight. Unfortunately, I was still setting decoys up. It's literally shooting light now. I was setting decoys up and I had a group of mallards that wanted to do it bad. I mean, they were feet down and I was in the decoys. So this should be good. I hear a lot of mallards on the backside. I see mallards in the water. There's mallards in the main lake. There are birds everywhere, boys. So this should be good. I'm a little pissed because I'm gonna have to deal with decoys all morning. The wind is blowing pretty good and they're taking my decoys. I might, after the first light, I might actually even move. So we'll see, because the decoys are being blown like a mother. I got 2 out in the middle right now that I'm gonna have to get after I shoot a bird, and all my decoys are just bunching together, and I'm just hoping I can get a group of birds in real quick, and while I'm out grabbing those birds I can reset decoys. So here's to hoping. There are birds everywhere. This cold front is doing magic for us, so here's to hoping I can get something in. That's a big group. I just want a few of them to come in, but they might land on that back end. Oh no, I might get this group. Yeah, I'm gonna get this group. Oh, look at this, boys. Oh wow. Oh. Come on, die. That one did her. Wasted entirely way too many shells on that bird. I only got 1, but wow, that was pretty. Let's go. Got a little green. Mallards, bro. Hey there, bud. I shot his leg off. No, it just took a bit.
Okay, so it's been a super hectic morning so far. I'll give you a little bit of a play-by-play as to how this morning has gone. So I woke up not super early. It's Wednesday, so I was like, there's gonna be no one out here, which there isn't anyone out here, so that's good. But I got halfway here and I realized I didn't even grab the paddles to my kayak. And I can get to this spot without paddles, but I'm definitely glad I went back for them because I've been chasing decoys all day, and I got a duck out front. It landed. So I'm glad I went back for that, but it's definitely been a morning. I've been chasing decoys. The wind is just taking my decoys off this spot. The water is a foot higher than it usually is this time of year. So my decoys have just been being taken. But anyways, so I was finishing setting my decoys 3 minutes before shooting light. And I had mallards dropping in everywhere. There's geese all over the lake. This cold front is doing it, boys. Anyways, but then I got set, and about 3 minutes after shooting light, I had a group of mallards come in, as you probably already saw. and I dumped a greenhead, and I don't know, I blew feathers off of the second bird I shot at, so whatever. That's a duck. No, that's a grebe. That's a grebe. False alarm. But, so now you're caught up. I had to move my decoys to the other side of the island so I would quit losing them. And I watched a couple birds dump into it early this morning, so, oh, I don't think that's a grebe. No, it's definitely a grebe. But, so, I hear mallards everywhere, so I'm gonna get back to okay, well, I guess I'll call this confession time, because, I was switching the battery out on my GoPro, so no one ended up seeing that, but I was fidgeting with my GoPro, trying to switch the battery, and I had my gloves on for the longest time, and it wasn't working. Well, I literally get the battery back in the GoPro, and I'm putting it back in the case, and getting ready to put it back on my head, and I have 4 or 5 shovelers just buzz in on me, do one loop, and land right in the decoys. And I'm like, well, crap. I dropped the GoPro. I was like, well, at least I'm going to try and kill ducks. It may not be on. So, as I'm getting ready to pop up, like 30 mallards. Yeah, it had to have been 30. 30 mallards go by. And they circled 2 times and dropped right in. And I was sitting over to my right. Well, they came right to left. And because of a tree, I couldn't shoot right to left very well. I had enough of them in front of me, though, that I shot. Well, I missed all 3 times. And then I even was able to put another shell in and shoot at a drake. And I blew feathers off of the 2 birds that I tried to shoot at. Like, I watched feathers float down. So, I'm kind of disappointed in myself. But, you know, it happens. I hate that it happened on a group of about 30 mallards, but oh well, it's only 8 o'clock. I'll sit here probably for another hour or so. I gotta get to work at some point, but hopefully I get another chance to redeem myself. Well, that's looking like it's about all she wrote for me. I gotta get to work, unfortunately. I'd love to stay here. I would sit here till probably about noon or 1 if I didn't have to go to work, but I'm already kind of taking a few days off here in the next week to go deer hunting, but so, I mean, this cold front is doing magic, and it's only really just starting. So, yeah, definitely should be a good November for us. But, you know, at least I did not get skunked. I did get the one blurred, and I never really showed that great of a view of him earlier. Wow, he kind of got a little messed up, but get the greenhead too, so that's pretty sweet. But yeah, so that's the end of the hunt. I'm gonna pick up everything and I'm gonna get out of here. But I'll oh, there's a single snow above me. Thing's lost, but at least I got a duck. So yeah. Alright, thank goodness that video is over. This was a hard video for me to want to edit, because I've kind of been dreading editing this hunt because it went so poorly for me on many different levels. I gave it the title, What a Frustrating Day, and it definitely earned it 100% from the moment I walked out my door. So, as you heard, got halfway to where I was hunting, It's only about a 30-minute drive, but it was long enough. I left late enough that when I got about halfway, I realized I didn't have my kayak paddles. And no matter what, I need my kayak in there. I mean, I can get to where I like to hunt, but I lose birds, and in the case of that day when it's blowing 30 miles an hour basically, I lose my decoys very easily. And so I need my kayak to make sure I can get everything back. So that went wrong. That first volley of birds was about the highlight of the day. Literally was setting up about the time shooting light started. I had a group of birds that wanted to land at my feet, but I was in the decoys. Got out of the decoys, sat for a few minutes, and then those birds came out and they wanted to play. And I got the first one, which thankfully, I mean, that's nice to get one. And then I blew feathers off the second one, which is unfortunate. And that happened to me several times that day. As I said later in the video, I talked about the birds that came by while the GoPro was dead and not on my head. I was sad about that. I wish I at least caught that on camera, because it would have been funny, or depressing at the same time. But it just didn't happen. They came in so fast, and it just didn't work. But anyways, I had trouble blowing feathers off birds. I've determined I like to shoot number 4s a lot. And this is really the hunt that made me go, once I get to those November mallards, I really shouldn't be shooting 4s anymore. It's just, I think the November mallards, we start getting some of those Canadian birds, or the super northern birds, orange feet, and they just have enough a layer of fat that number 4s just aren't enough to punch through. I've started shooting 3s, and I had a little better luck with some of the 3s. But even then, I think 2s might be the answer. I know a lot of people shoot 2s for ducks, so I just always shoot 4s, especially in early season, because I don't like, when I have smaller ducks coming through, I don't like to just waste them, because I, destroy them with 2s. But so that's my fault. I wish I could have put more content into this video, but it would have been about 20 minutes of me watching birds not want to completely work or do it right, or land in a different spot, or just fly around the island that I was on and couldn't really tell because of the GoPro view. Either I was not looking in the right area to see it, or the birds just aren't seeable. So that's really why it's not that much. Honestly, if y'all don't like this video, I don't really care. It doesn't hurt me, because this was a hard video to make, for so many reasons. But anyways, that's basically all I have. I had to look through all my memory cards and make sure I'm not missing anything, but I think this is the last duck hunt that I have, and will probably have for the year, unfortunately. So I hope you all at least enjoyed the duck season. I'll make a wrap up to go through my season, how it went and whatnot, here probably a week or so. But if you did enjoy the video for some reason, leave a like, leave a comment. If you've got something to say, I'll most likely respond unless it's negative. And then, of course, if you want to see more videos in the future, hit that subscribe button. I've got some plans for the winter. I'm going to do some deer hunting, going to do some upland game hunting, maybe some goose hunting, and if I want to travel around the state, I can for duck hunting, maybe go hunt the river. And then once hunting season's over, we're going to push right back into fishing, so you'll want to watch that. I hit walleye hard, so. But that's all I got for this video. I really do hope you guys at least found some enjoyment or connected with me on this video. But other than that, hope you all have a wonderful day. We'll see y'all next time.